We're back. Part 3. Part 92. We're back. Sasha's coming in here like, well, you're still recording. So let's change the energy. Yes, no, we're not gonna change the energy. Somebody thought they could try you. They really did. Now they're understanding. Oh, the Queen of Wands is concerned because they don't understand why something's not working. Hey, J Mike. Hey, Yvette. They're not understanding why something is not working because it's like they put all their money into this, feeling like it was gonna work, feeling like it was gonna finally work, and they even sold the idea to this emperor. They sold the idea and they said, no, this is gonna work. Trust me, this is gonna work. They said this person is not gonna see this coming. That this person that whoever is just gonna be concentrating on getting this gift and this, that, and the other. They're not going to see it. And they're going to be so happy that someone is coming to them and says, hey, I want to be, your forever person or whatever. Hey, Bragsy, how are you? Hey, Demita. But yeah, like somebody wants to get you in a position where, now y'all are legally binded or something. And you can't just break free. You can't just go on because they feel like they can get you in a position where they can get all your money, like something in the past, you know. Yeah, but you know what? You was like, fuck that. Fuck all that. With your Queen of Swords. You called the devil out. You said, I know what y'all trying to do. You can take that. You can screw that. He's like, no. Because you saw what somebody was trying to do. It was like they was trying to take your inheritance and thought that they was going to be able to move forward. But you got your own inheritance and you moving forward. Spirit has guided you away from somebody else's plan, and now you're on your own journey. This is Spirit guiding you, and you on your own journey. And you know what? And they know not to fucking play with your gangster. They know don't play with your gangster ever. They know that you already know when they coming. They know you sense when they on the block. Not even the they down the block. Not even on the same portion of the block that you want. That they way down the block. You sense that shit already. Somebody they've been working on something for a while. That's why they haven't been doing nothing. They haven't been reaching out. They haven't been talking nothing. And somebody they think that they're not gonna get caught. They think they can do this and not get caught. Like they can cover up their tracks. They can do this and then they can travel and go back wherever they at. Mm-hmm. But see, somebody they're gonna make a mistake because they're gonna call you or reach out, and what they're gonna do is it's like something they're gonna say. It's gonna trip them up because see they thinking that they got the silver tongue, you know, but they don't. So it's like whatever they're gonna say is gonna trip them up because here's the fool. Yeah, I'm telling you. But whatever they say, you good with it because you know to protect yourself. Like, wait, what? What did you just say? Nah, I'm good. I don't want that. I don't need that. No, I don't. I'm good. No, 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 no. I'm good. Mm-mm. You're good being by yourself, loving on yourself. You don't need that other person, and this person knows that you good. They know that you sense them, and you was able to win that battle. They know they can't mess with you. They know they cannot mess with you. This is why this person is getting the rapture of the rapture they thought they was going to give to you. Okay? Mm-hmm. They thought they was going to give it to your ass. Good. Only to find out they got it done in their own ass good. Mm-hmm. They wasn't expecting that one. They didn't think that. They didn't put that one into the equation. They was like, Had they put that one into the equation, they would have put on some different draws. I bet you on that one. They would have put on a few pair. Mm-hmm. They didn't think that shit was gonna turn around like that. Not on them. What's the master spirit? What else? Mm-hmm. Somebody got their hands out. Somebody got their hands out. I'm telling you, this is somebody that you know from the past. You could be this somebody you know from the past. You could be one of their children or something like that. But this is the child that always called them out in the family. That was always like, why are you this? Why are you that? Why are you this? Why are you that? Because I'm telling you, they got their hand out, or they acting like they want to give you something, but you see what that little plan is. That's why you was like, no, I don't need all no, I don't need all that, because you know they're gonna try and come and hurt you. They're gonna try and cause some type of offense against you. Yep. And they trying to do this undercover. They're trying to move slow and undercover so that nobody really know their whereabouts. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, spirit has you protected from this little plan. Now somebody find out that you don't even want to see them. You don't want to be around them. You too busy. You too busy for them to put this little plan that they had in their mind's eye in motion. That you knew that it was wiser, it was better if you just stay to yourself. Hmm. Yes, indeed. Anything else? Hmm. Yep. Something about some travel. Some travel. Something is coming in. You know, maybe somebody may be traveling towards you because they want to apologize to you. You know, what's the message? Yeah, because you walked away. And they haven't been the same since. This person has not been the same ever since you walked away. Yeah, they want to come in and they want to apologize to you. You know, they see why you did what you did. What now they understand, but they didn't at first. Yeah, can't make this up. At first, this person could not understand why you did what you did, why you left. How could you be victorious by yourself? Why you chose yourself? And was you really using your intuition? This person thought you was being selfish. They thought you were being selfish. But you know what? They see that you wasn't being selfish. They see that you were standing your ground. There's a big difference. Yep. You was standing your ground, letting them know that no, like, especially if you told somebody, no, you cannot come over here. Get yourself together. So you can get yourself together. You are not welcome over here. Like, don't nobody need that negative energy. For real. Braggy said, at this point for you, this ain't free anymore. What's up? What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, somebody didn't realize how strong you were or how good you were with your craft, with your skill, and that could be, you working on yourself. They didn't realize how much you had accomplished. Whereas this person, they thought that you would never see them for the hidden enemy that they was, and you would just think, oh, I can just give to them with unconditionally with no cap on my shit. No, you put a cap on that cup. You was like, hold up, motherfucker. No. Because I'm not gonna give to you and you try and hurt me. Shit ain't happening like that. I don't know who do that shit, but I can guarantee that shit don't happen over here. That shit ain't happening at this fucking address. So I don't know who the fuck told you that shit. You know? Mm-hmm. Could have been your mother and your father told somebody some stupid shit like that. But they knew that you was a high priestess. They know you was a high priestess. They knew that there was a big chance that this shit was not gonna work. And guess what? They was right. That shit did not work. Not only did it not work, but you sent the shit right on back to them. That's the shit that they was not really prepared for. So somebody, they thought there was this wizard and they was going to do this last little thing. That shit didn't work out. No, 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 because you saw it for what it was and you called a spade a spade. You was like, Tyrone, is that you on the back of the Tyrone, get your ass off the back of the motherfucking horse. I'm gonna call your mama. I'm gonna call your mama. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like somebody thought they was gonna be able to come in, tennis sword you, and keep a low profile. No, that shit was blown out of the water. Everybody knows the first, middle, and last name of everybody in this coven. Okay, their date of birth, their present address, their telephone number, social security number, their job, where they used to work, and everything else. Shoe size, clothes size, everything. Even how big or small their head is. All that shit. Think of somebody playing with them. Somebody been collecting information for a long time. You want somebody to spill the beans? Somebody spill the beans, baby. Dog. What's the message? Vroom, vroom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something about the Wheel of Fortune for this Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. Don't seem like something is turning in this person's favor because we see this Two of Swords again. Something that this person did got them stuck. Their own little magic trick got them stuck. Their own little magic trick got them stuck. See, it's like they was thinking about, like, whenever they did this whatever they got with the coven, they was putting it out there, but they forgot that shit was gonna come back to them. So it's coming back on all of them. All of them. Everybody that did something is getting something. Hello. Mm-hmm. So it may be this Queen of Wands, the one that's gonna call and say something, but be careful because there's a pretty big fish in that cup. Want to talk about how somebody want to heal the family. We want to heal the family. We want to heal these relationships. But no, it's just because somebody, they done did some shit and they getting themselves fucked up. That's all it is. They out in the cold. They secrets gonna come out. Everybody see they was in that devilish energy. Damn, that somebody's they see that they was just in that. Ooh, devilish energy. And the law done found out too. Yep. The law done found out something about, it's like a spiritual, it's like, you know what, I kind of feel like this is, on a spiritual sense, like spiritual police have been looking for this person, this entity for a while. And I feel like that they finally was able to catch up with this person. They was finally able to catch up with this person. And Archangel Michael was there, and this was like it was like a for real battle. It was a for real battle. Okay, but the good news is that you won. You won. That's the good news. And the bad news for this person is they lost. Okay, so they're in regret. Yeah, because somebody saw how somebody was trying. Yes. So, and somebody else saw this warlock trying to throw this magic at you too, trying to try this one last trick, this one last thing. Yep. And that's why this person is getting locked up too spiritually, because they see they should have left well enough alone, but instead they want to try it one last time. Now they see they's a fool. Mm-hmm. Everybody that worked, everybody that worked together, they all getting it. They all hearing about it. Somebody they telling on each other. They're telling on each other. Can't make this up, because the truth has come out. So that three of swords that they thought they was going to give to you is now being given back to them. That little plan that they had, that was it. It was just a plan. Yep. This emperor thought that they had the best idea, the best plan, only for that shit to come back. Telling you, that's too bad. Too bad for them. Good for us. Yeah, somebody judged you wrong. They judged you wrong. They didn't know that you had that funk. They didn't know that you came with that fury. They didn't know that you had that kapow yow. They didn't know all that shit. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Lord, have mercy. The Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the Sun. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. That's what I'm hearing. Something that you've been working on, something that you've been putting out there, something you've been talking about. It's all good, baby. It's all good. It's all coming back on you in a good and positive way. I'm telling you, somebody tried to turn your happiness around, but you turned it right back around, because you said you pointed it out. You pointed it out. You spoke. You shame. You said the truth and shamed the devil. You ended that shit by speaking about it, and now these people who was doing this shit, they all upset. I'm telling you, because they was trying to control you for a long time. This coven has been working against you for a long time. This is why you had to leave. You had to strike off and go in your own direction, away from this couple, this divine. You're supposed to be with that person, so the other person that you would leave had to have this time, so they could sit back and talk with God, get clear on some things. Yeah. Yeah. Something about you moving forward, and it was a lot of struggles, the plight and everything else, that you kept moving forward. You kept moving forward. You kept moving forward. You didn't give up. And look at you now. You are a star. Your money is, It may not be 100%, but it's getting 1,000% better. And not only that, but you was able to win the battle over these tricks, over this magician, over somebody that they thought that they could have this, that they had this great idea how they was going to be able to control you. you know it's like, yeah, somebody thought they had this great idea how they was going to be able to control your heart. Like if they withheld, then that would mean they would have some type of control over you, because then they would feel like they could give you whatever they wanted because you felt like they had all the control. That ain't it. You didn't see it like that. In fact, you saw it completely different. You saw how somebody was trying to gaslight your ass, scapegoat you, trying to do that type of bullshit. That's why you saw what their plan was, and you gave them something else to think about. The double reverse Jedi mind trick. You said, think about this. How you like me now? Yep. See, somebody didn't realize you was as wise as you were and as courageous as you are. They didn't think that you had it in you. They didn't know that you alone, as that one earth angel, could take on all of them and beat all they asses. Sometimes you got to show them better than you can tell them. What's the message? Mm-hmm. They thought they was going to be sneaky. They thought they was going to do a sneak attack on you. I think not. Sorry. The plan was foiled. Damn it. Sorry. They thought they was going to be able to take you out. And I don't mean like a night on the town. But you saw what they were trying to do. You called Tyrone's son out. You was like, Tyrone, if you don't get your ass up off that brown horse. And what the fuck you got that goofy ass yellow outfit on for? He was like, I see what you gonna try and do. You gonna try and hurt me? You wanna hurt me? All because somebody wants some money? Or because somebody feel like they're entitled to something? You know? So this is why I gotta defend myself over this little piece of scrap? You know? So, I'm telling you, somebody, they're not getting away with shit. If we see nothing, we see that two of swords. They ain't getting away with nothing. You better be honest. That's the only way to go. What's the message? Thank you. I'm telling you, the wheel of fortune is turning. It's turning. Somebody gonna have to find themselves in a position where they're gonna have to defend themselves because of this money. That one thing that they was thinking that they was gonna take, now they're gonna have to find out that they had to defend themselves because of that money. I'm telling you, something they did in the past was coming right back. Something, you can't make this up. Something they did in the past is coming back. And it's coming back to bite them. Not just something, but somebody they worked with in the past. And this person is praying that they could just let this shit go. Oh my God, if I could just get away from this, I would just be. But you know what? Somebody's finding out they're not able to. They're not able to. They're going to find out that they're out in the cold, all alone. And it's because of what they try to do whenever it comes to this Queen of Cups and her child. All because of greed. All because somebody didn't know that you were always an empress and always very spiritual, always very connected, always very psychically connected. And see, this other person, they had some powers, but they chose to go to the dark side. And this is why this relationship with you and this person never worked, because you were on the light side and they were on the dark side. But see, this couple is a couple that always would keep shit going in your life. If there was no havoc, if there was no chaos, if there was no confusion, this couple was not happy. But you know what? They're being brought up on spiritual charges. This has taken a while, but Spirit wanted to give them just enough rope to hang themselves. They are being brought up on spiritual charges. Because, see, they tried to get you locked up, but they got locked up instead. This is a shock to somebody. Somebody's finding out this information. They did not know this. They didn't know that they was taking part of something so diabolical, so dark, so evil, so underhanded. They didn't know that, when they was talking to somebody, or somebody was talking to them, and saying all this shit, that this was the plan, and this is normal, and this is how we really do this, They did. It's like this person. It's like something is clicking. Now this person, this King of Swords, is thinking what this Queen of Swords was telling them about. Because she said something. She said a whole lot. And now shit is making sense. Now shit is clicking. That's why people was coming against somebody trying to get their spiritual gifts, trying to get this inheritance. And see, somebody couldn't see how somebody was leaving somebody out, was given unfairly and unjustly to someone else and leaving someone else out. But now they see the truth. Now they understand how it was really the exact opposite of what somebody said. That's why somebody said they're not happy. They're not doing this. They don't want this. This is not what they signed up for. Somebody said they're not protecting somebody for this. No. They're done. They're done. Now they want to come and they want to like pay homage to you. They want to ask forgiveness of you. They want to, tell you they apologize because they understand, they know there was a fool. They know there was a fool. Especially listening to these people, pledging some type of allegiance to this group, only to find out that this group was really the group that was trying to do both of y'all wrong. What's the message? Right. Calling themselves moving in silence. Right. You can't make that up. That's exactly what they was doing, Red Violet, thinking they was moving in silence. Mm-hmm. They did. They did. They moved all right. They moved so silently they got stuck up in that cycle that they wanted you to be in. God said, "Okay, now you there. Now what? What you upset for? What you crying for? What's going on? I'm not getting it. You got what you asked for. See, judgment was called on this King of Cups because this King of Cups was procrastinating on making a move. Now this person has to figure out their own bumps and bruises, and find their own way to happiness, to being content, to feeling like that somebody else got their back. Because right now they know it's a burden. They have to have their own back. Like I said, now something that you said makes perfect sense. Talk about the writing on the wall. Something you said makes perfect sense. Anything else, Bear? Something I saw, that 8 of Wands, something about some type of communication. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like, you know what? You cool being by yourself, or you good being with this person. Either way it goes, you got your gifts. I feel like this other person has some gifts as well. But it's almost like somebody doesn't realize something, you know. What is this? Okay, and so like over here we got this King of Pentacles. Like this King of Pentacles realizes now that you was this earth angel. And you know, and they did all this shit. They thinking about all the shit that they did. You know, only to find out that now they realize how they was performing in front of God. Now they feel stupid for all the shit they was doing. You know, like this person thinking about all the time that they was sitting here, you know, trying to call you out your name, talk bad about you, doing this, doing that, pulling your hair, pulling confirmation, pulling your chair from underneath you, stuff like that. On to find out that shit, God was watching their ass the entire time. Now this asshole wants to be embarrassed. Because of all the shit that they was doing. Like, make that make sense. You didn't know the God was watching you? Make that make sense. Hey, Edith, how are you? What'd you say? Hey, Hummingbird, how are you? How are you? Yes, Red Violet, we still live. Yes, you want, Yvette, you want the general for October? Okay. Oh, okay. Good, Hummingbird, good. All right, let's see. J Mike said, a whole lot of pentacles. Hold on. Let me look at the comments. Right. All right, okay, let's see. Oh, one man army, yo. Okay. Right, J Mike. Well, we like those pentacles all over the place. Right, Edith. Yes, Archangel Michael definitely has your back. All right, Hummingbird. Okay, so now, Yvette, let's see. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Let's see. Maybe something that you don't really know or see. Something that, some confusion that you maybe walking away from, having to deal with home. Somebody that you love or something. Maybe you made a judgment call. Is there somebody else in the picture trying to get in the middle or something? Hold on. But it's something that you're about to find out. And this is for October, the moon card. Yep, it's something you're about to find out. Somebody thought they was going to be able to hide something from you, but you're going to find out the truth. They thought they was going to be able to hide something, but you're going to find out the truth. Somebody, it's almost like you're going to find out how somebody was acting foolish. Maybe they was just out in the street doing all, how people act when they get out in the street. Maybe somebody was just drinking too much and talking too much shit, and I don't know why I'm feeling like something about some responsibilities or something. But yeah, I feel like you're going to find out that, somebody thought that they could do something, say something or whatever, and you wasn't going to find out, but you are. And then whenever you find out, what's funny is this person's going to fold. They are going to fold. Okay? Yep. They're going to be like, oh, okay. Yes, that's exactly what, yes. So, yeah, so expect to find something out. Okay? So, yes. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. This is the 3rd live within this whole, let me see, hour and a half. I'll be back a little bit later. I'm just getting ready to get me something to eat and talk on the phone a little bit, I guess. Maybe take a nap. Who knows? All right. I love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on all 3 lives. And if you happen to watch this after the live ends, please hype my videos. Please. Thank you so much. Bye now.